What's happening, everybody? Al here, coming at you from sunny Southwest Florida. You know, guys, I wish I could upload a video of my 2018 Mustang every time I post a video to the channel. But there's a lot more going on down here in this area than just my car. Down here at 5 Bar Motorsports, there's always something going on. Right now, we got a 6.4 liter Hemi powered car, you know, a Challenger in the shop here. The motor grenaded, holes in the block, through some rods, metal throughout the motor, the thing's all messed up. So we're going to tear that motor down, we're going to take a look at that. And also the Gen 6 Camaro, the ZL1 that I featured last month, the owner of that car brought the car back here, and he wants more power, so we're going to do some things with that car to make more power there. And Joe's 3-valve, his 2007 Mustang, the car that runs mid-8s, he's done some things with that car to try to get that car into the 7s. So let's go inside and see what's going on. All right, everybody, I'm here with Joe from 5 Bar Motorsports.
How's it going?
What's up, Joe?
Not much.
So what do we got here? This is a
This is a 2015 Challenger 6.4.
Okay.
Customer brought it to us. He has a Whipple on it. We've never
a Whipple.
Yeah, we never worked on this car before, but he was told by the previous owner that it had a built bottom end. I think he found out that it did not put a rod through the block. So we're tearing it apart right now. We're going to do a 426 cubic inch motor, custom cam, custom heads, see what it'll do. I'm going to send the blower out because there's a couple chunks of metal that went through the blower. So just see what it does and go from there. So.
Okay, so I stand corrected. I thought it was a Hellcat, but it's not a Hellcat. It's a 392.
It's a 392, yeah, 6.4 versus a 6.2. So,
okay.
And it does not come with a blower from the factory.
Right,
so,
right.
Yep.
Yeah, so the customer thought he had a built motor.
Yep.
And
well, that's what the previous owner told him, and he was going off that. Apparently, well, really what happened was he hit a piece of rebar in the middle of the road, and it hit the oil footer, lost oil pressure, and seized the motor. Probably broke the rod that way, but
oh, that's too
just
bad.
Speculation that came in on a tow truck, so just trying to fix it all for him. So.
All right, guys. So you see the motor here. I've never really had a chance to take a good look at this motor, but there's the motor. And I'm going to just shut the camera off and turn it around and give you guys a better look. Here's a good look at the motor. He's got the blowers off of it. It's a pretty stout looking piece. I mean, look at the size of these ports. You know, I mean, I personally never had a chance to take a good look at one of these Mopar engines. You know, Hemi looking kind of stuff, I guess. I don't know. It even looks a little bit like an early Hemi. But then when you look down here, right, you can see the damage. Look at the hole in the block. Man, you know, and Joe, that's cast iron?
Yes.
Cast iron block. Wow, incredible damage. All right, here's a look at the hole in the other side of the block. If you can see in there, maybe you can see some of the damage, some of the parts and pieces. It looks like there's a connecting rod in there. It's just all messed up. There you go. There you can see it. That's what's left of the internals. See the weight on the crank. Damage is unbelievable. But Joe's going to take it apart, and they're going to fix this thing up. And I'm going to be here to show it to you. It's going to be a really nice build. All right, there's a look at the Whipple. It's up here on the shelf, kind of tucked away out of the way. But this Whipple's full of metal. That engine pretty much disintegrated, sent metal everywhere, so this blower is going to have to get sent out and get fixed up. But they'll get it back at some point. They'll get it back on the motor. Okay, so I decided to come back the next day. I'm with Joe, and we pulled the cylinder head off of that motor. Let's go take a look. Let's look inside. Man, take a look at that, guys. You can see what's left of the connecting rods. They're all mangled up, and if you look way down in there, you can see the pistons laying at the bottom of the pad. I have never seen damage like this, Joe. How often do you see something like this?
Well, I mean, when you try to put a lot of boost through a stock bottom end, unfortunately it happens. You know, we just, again, we never worked on this car. He bought this car with the blower and everything on it. He was told that it was a forged bottom end. Obviously, he found that out that it was not.
Unbelievable.
So, but yeah, it happens, unfortunately.
So what are you going to do? You're going to get a new short block, right?
Yeah, it's going to have a full HHP, or High Horse Performance is building us a whole 426 short block with all forged internals. We're doing Titech heads, custom blower cam, all ARP stuff, so it'll be definitely ready to rock when it's done. So.
All right, let me know when that motor comes in. I'd like to check it out.
Will do.
Man, I got to tell you, this thing is just hammered. I can't imagine what it was like when this thing let go.
Yeah.
It's like a grenade went off in the motor.
Pretty much.
Unbelievable. Nice looking cylinder head though, I'll tell you that. Nice Hemi head, combustion chambers, 2 spark plugs per cylinder. Really cool. Awesome. And it's a beautiful looking car. I mean, here's the car up here on the lift.
Yeah, 2015. I think it only has like 20 or 30,000 miles on it.
Whole subframe is out of it. Here it is down on the floor.
Yeah, just easiest way to pull the whole motor.
All right, very cool. And you got that Z01 over there too again here, right Joe?
Yep, yep. Motor's getting ready to come out of that tomorrow. Doing ported heads, custom cam, E85. Try and get this all done before the Wanna Go Fast in Immokalee on the 19th that we're sponsoring. So see what it does. Got to get the heads off, sent out tomorrow, and see what happens.
All right, we're gonna have to check that out. And also, you did some work to your car, didn't you, Joe?
Yeah, just put the turbo back on. Just nothing too crazy yet. Not enough time, but yeah.
Let's go take a look. Let's walk over there. All right, so Joe, tell us about your car.
Yep, just really nothing's changed yet. We just had work turbochargers, Reed up at work turbochargers, redo our GT4788, got it all fresh for us. Got that all back on, got to put the downpipe on, get a couple things buttoned up, do an oil change, and we're just going to retune it back. We're going to go back to C16 just because a lot easier to keep everything clean without doing the ethanol stuff. So
now if I remember correctly, this was a car that ran something like mid to low 8s.
It went 858 at 158 on his first quarter mile pass. We ended up having engine problems that day. Called it quits. It's been down for a while just because the business is booming and I'd never have time to work on it.
Yeah.
So, but we're hoping with the new Haltech Elite 2500, 2,000 horsepower intercooler, and more boost. You know, we're gonna see if we can get 780s out of it. I don't know if we'll do it, but we're sure as hell gonna try. So.
Well, I think you can do it.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, let's take a close look at some of the things you put on there.
Yeah, so we got obviously the freshened up GT4788 from Reed. We got the Chisel Performance 2,000 horsepower air to water intercooler. We got the ID 2000s for the X98 we're running. We got the Haltech Elite 2500 running the whole system. Nothing too crazy, but what was running on the old system, still stock head, stock throttle body.
That's amazing.
No port polish, nothing yet. Just seeing what we can get out of the stock heads, just cram as much boost as we can. So
this device right here.
Intercooler, yep.
That's the air to water intercooler?
Correct, yep. So we have an ice tank in the back seat that flushes ice water through the whole system. It goes from the ice tank to the intercooler first, and then after the intercooler it goes to our transcooler that's sitting underneath the back of the car.
Yeah, I mean, this is really an amazing car. I mean, there's all this talk about the Coyotes these days, but you know, what is this, an 07 3-valve?
Yep. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, Coyotes are still badass, but we like to be a little different and try to do the 3-valve stuff and see what we can do with it. I mean, we made plenty of Coyotes fast, but I bought this car brand new back in the day, and it's always been a project since. So.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to really make an effort to be here when you get this new setup on the dyno.
Not a problem. Sounds good.
Awesome, Joe.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, well, there you have it. I honestly got to say, I have never seen Carnage like that before. That engine has totally disintegrated. And I really feel bad for the owner of that car. You know, he bought the car under false pretenses that it had a built motor. Clearly it did not. So, but Joe's gonna build that motor up. They're gonna go with basically a new engine, really. It's gonna be a 426 stroker, and hopefully I'll be down here to get some video of that engine and that build so I can bring it to you guys. Now, I want you to, you know, if you take notice of this car behind me, that's a Viper that's here in the shop for modifications. That car is scheduled to be at the half-mile event at Immokalee Speedway. That's scheduled for Saturday and Sunday of January 2019, the 19th and the 20th of January. Joe here at 5 Bar Motorsports is a sponsor of that event, and you'll see a lot of his cars down there, a lot of his builds, and a lot of local people down there racing that half-mile event. So hopefully some of you guys can get down there. I'm going to try to get down there myself. It's looking to be a really great event, and you'll be able to see this Viper. Look at that. That car is an absolute beauty. And Joe's also going to have his car there, the 2007 Mustang that he's got with the turbos on it. That car's easily making, 1,200 horsepower or maybe more. And he's shooting for 7s in the quarter mile with that car. So I got to be honest with you, the guy's a genius. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it pretty easily. So yeah, so maybe we'll see you down at Immokalee. That's Saturday and Sunday, January 19th and 20th. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later.